DR3. In the trophy stocks, Tyler Scott with a new track record. In the mini trucks, Eddie McLean. In the street stocks, Dennis Wood. In the modified division, Kevin McClintock. In the late models, Bob Snyder Jr. And in the CRS Super Truck Series, Spencer Steinman. On behalf of the chief starter, Chuck Barrett, and assistant Jonathan Smith, scorer Gary Smith, assistant announcer and scorer Matthew Helms, driver mediator tonight Bill Heil, the lineup guy Jason Anthony, tech officials Dave Hoopengarner, Roger Leinert, and Blaine Salisbury, spotter Bill Ditto, pit announcer Bob DeMatteo, the tire and fuel guy Ben Nicholas, Craig Mishler, James Stevenson, and Zach Downing of Mid-Vid Racing Videos, track photographer BP Photography, and track owners and promoters John and Kelly Chapman. I'm your announcer Chris Kale, and welcome to week number 6. McInturf Realty and Hartzler's Quality Housing present the CRS Super Truck Series with all 6 regular divisions here at Thunder in the Valley. I'd like all veterans, active duty military, and frontline workers to please stand for a round of applause. Active duty military, veterans, and frontline workers, please stand for a round of applause. We thank you for your service to not only our country, but our community. We are blessed to live in the greatest country on earth. Would you please honor our nation? And if you're able to stand, please do so. Gentlemen, please remove your hats for tonight's invocation and the playing of our national anthem. Please bow your heads. Lord, we thank you for this beautiful weather here on this beautiful Saturday in June. We ask you to please watch over all of our drivers, their teams, crews, our track officials and workers, and all of our wonderful race fans. We ask them to have a very safe night on the racetrack and a very safe night getting back home. We ask you to please continue to watch over our military, our frontline workers, our police officers, our firefighters, our EMTs, nurses, doctors, as they continue to fight the good fight. We ask you this in your Son's name. Amen. Jan Housing for presenting tonight's colors. We will have a drifting exhibition at intermission from Club Loose 2, so that should be an awesome show. The Club Loose 2 here on certain Sundays throughout the season. So welcome to week number 6 at Midvale Speedway. It's hot outside. Make sure you stay hydrated. It's going to be hot and heavy with 7 divisions of racing on the racetrack. Club Loose 2 at intermission. Field will get the one-to-go signal from chief starter Chuck Barrett on the flag stand tonight. The number 25 is Chris Grubbs. The 88 is Dennis Wood. The number 0 is George Riddle. The number 48 is Jonathan Ritter. And your fastest qualifier tonight in the Macintosh Oil Company late models, Bob Snyder Jr. in the 17. 8-lap heat race number 1 for the late models. Through turn 4, green is in the air. Grubbs going to have the race lead off at turn number 2. Here comes Riddle for second. Wood in the outside lane. Here comes Snyder for third. Ritter going to drop down, take over the 4th spot. Bob Snyder Jr. now to the inside of Riddle for second. Ritter looking. He'll get to the inside of Riddle. Snyder to second. The Missile to third. Riddle back to 4th. Chris Grubbs still your race leader. Jonathan Ritter looking to the outside of Bob Snyder Jr. for second behind Grubbs. Will fall back in line. 5 laps complete, 3 to go. Snyder looking to the outside. Here comes Riddle to the inside of Ritter. White flag for Chris Grubbs. Ritter will take a shot to the outside of Snyder. Checkered flag for Chris Grubbs. Bob Snyder Jr. second, Ritter third, Riddle fourth, and Dennis Wood in fifth. One winner, the McIntosh Oil Company late models from Alliance, Ohio. In the G&H Construction, UFO, Malkett Racing Engines, Baker Performance, Williams Tax Service, sponsored number 25. Put your hands together for Chris Grubbs. Also, just a reminder, 69 is Bob the Animal Eichel. The birthday boy just a couple days ago, turning the same age as the number on his race car. Bob the Animal Eichel, 69 years old. Happy birthday to the animal. The 99 is Neil Rowley. The number 16 is Jason Ripple. The 169 is Bobby DeVore the second. And the 44 is Kenny Vickers.
999.
Field on the back straightaway, 8-lap heat race number 2 for the McIntosh Oil Company. Late models, Bob the Animal Eichel. Neil Rowley in row 1, Ripple and DeVore in row 2. Vickers out back, green flag in the air. Neil Rowley will have the race lead off of turn number 2. Animal in second, Ripple in third, DeVore in fourth. Just past the halfway mark, Neil Rowley checking out. Bob the Animal Eichel in second, Ripple third, DeVore fourth, Vickers in fifth. White flag for Neil Rowley. Checkered flag for Neil Rowley. Bob the Animal Eichel finished to the line, heat race number 2 winner. From Roswell, Ohio, in the Coyote Oil Field Services TC Auto, sponsored $9.99. Put your hands together for Neil Rowley. So heat race number 1 of the Van Meter Auto Repair Modifieds. The 66 is Lewis McGrath. The 49. The 49 is Bob Page. The number 28 on the inside is Glenn Jewell. 55 of the Rooster, Brandon Bailey. The 09 is Philip Cox. And your fastest qualifier, the 38 of Kevin McClintock. 8-lap heat race number 1 for the Van Meter Auto Repair Modifieds. Getting ready to go green. McGrath, Page, green flag in the air. McGrath inching ahead. Page still fighting in the outside lane. McGrath going to lead lap number 1. Glenn Jewell, the veteran, to the inside of Page, picked up a heat race win last week. Did Jewell in that 28. Philip Cox third, McClintock fourth. Cox looking for second on Jewell. Five laps complete for Lewis McGrath, Glenn Jewell, Philip Cox, and McClintock. Checkered flag for Lewis McGrath, Glenn Jewell, Philip Cox, Kevin McClintock, and Brandon Bailey. Pulling to the line from Strasburg, Ohio. In the Magic Hobby, sponsored number 66. Put your hands together for heat race number 1 winner, Lewis McGrath. Moving into heat race number 2 for the Van Meter Auto Repair Modified, starting on the pole. The 57 is Braden Swaney from New Philadelphia, Ohio. Starting on the outside, the 87 is Zach Leisure. Row number 2, the 24 is Nick Grubbs. The 15 is Kyle Finlayson. And row number 3, the 28 is Brandon France. And the 331 is Mike Stone. Getting ready to go green, Swaney and Leisure. Leisure way up the racetrack. Swaney going to have the race lead, but here comes Nick Grubbs. Brandon France up to the 3rd spot. Stone going to look to the inside of Leisure for 4th. Grubbs trying to make that outside lane work. Nick Grubbs all over the back of the 57 of Braden Swaney, halfway home, 4 in, 4 to go. Brandon France to the inside of Grubbs. Grubbs got squirrely in turn 2. Gets squirrely again. A white flag for Braden Swaney. Off turn 4. Braden Swaney will win heat race number 2. Brandon France second. Nick Grubbs third. Mike Stone fourth. Kyle Finlayson fifth. Heat race number 2 winner from New Philadelphia, Ohio in the Quaker Drive-Thru 5-Barrel Bullet Brewery. Uricksville Eagles Combat Warrior Outdoor, sponsor number 57. Put your hands together for Braden Swaney. So moving into number 3 for the Van Meter Auto Repair Modifieds, the 69 is Bob Snyder Jr. He'll start on the pole alongside the 75 of Bobby DeVore II. Row number 2, Kenny Feaster Jr. in the 13. The number 3 is Austin Berger. And out back in the number 71 is Vanessa McCreary. Eight-lap heat race number 3. Bob Snyder Jr. been pulling double duty a lot this season in the 69 and, of course, his 17 late model. Bobby DeVore II doing the same. Getting ready to go green. DeVore on the high side. Snyder has the race lead by a half a car length into turn 3. DeVore going to battle in that high lane. Feaster now to the inside of DeVore for second. DeVore will slide in front of Vanessa McCreary in the 71. Vanessa now looking to the inside of DeVore. Vanessa up to the 3rd spot. Here goes Feaster to the outside of Bob Snyder Jr. for the race lead. And McCreary will spin off at turn number 2. Midvale Speedway, hopefully you return for other events. We appreciate you being here. Back to green. 2 laps complete. Snyder got loose on the bottom. That's going to allow Kenny Feaster Jr. to take the race lead from the outside lane. Feaster, your new leader, 3 complete. Snyder in second, DeVore third, McCreary fourth, Berger fifth. Halfway home, 4 in, 4 to go. Getting ready to go back to green. Green flag in the air, 3 to go. Bobby DeVore II inside of Snyder for that second position behind Feaster Jr. White flag for Feaster. Good battle between DeVore and Snyder, still side by side for second. DeVore will take the second spot. Feaster will take the heat race. Kenny Feaster Jr., your winner. DeVore in second. Snyder third. Berger in fourth. Heat race number 3 of the Van Meter Auto Repair Modifieds. From Barnhill, Ohio in the Sibley Mart, Sunoco Race Fuels, Lee's Famous Recipe, South Philly Pizza, People's Racing, and Last Stop Tackle Shop, sponsored number 13. Your winner, put your hands together for Kenny Feaster Jr. So moving into the Snap-on Tools by Doug Pool Street Stock, starting on the pole, the Red Rocket, Zach Koger. Dover, Ohio driver will start on the pole. Alongside the number 7 of Gabe Pringle from New Philadelphia, Ohio. Row number 2, the 67 of Bob Page, the 22 of Kylie Wood. Row number 3, the 75 of Bob Passwater Sr., the 3 of Kyle Grove. And Outback, your fastest qualifier, the 88 of Dennis Wood. Getting ready to go green, 8-lap heat race number 1, Koger and Pringle. Koger, Pringle. Here comes Bob Page for second. Page to the inside of Pringle for second. Pringle going to slip back 3 wide off of turn number 2. Split in the middle is Kyle Grove. Kylie Wood on the bottom. Pringle on the high side, dropping like a rock. The Red Rocket out front. Now Page going to slide sideways up in the upper groove. Kylie Wood up to second. Battle for third between Passwaters and Grove. Halfway home, 4 in, 4 to go. Koger still out in front. Wood and Grove, second and third. Then Passwaters, Wood, and Pringle. Kylie Wood all over the back of Zach Koger, but can't get by. Grove going to look to the high side. White flag in the air for Koger. Through 3 and 4, heat race winner to the 58 of Zach Koger. Kyle Grove will finish second. Dennis Wood third. Kylie Wood having problems in turn 3. She drops back to 4th. Gabe Pringle in 5th, rounding out the top 5. Winner, the Snap-on Tools by Doug Pool Street Stocks. In the Haas Body Shop, Matco Tools by Mike Raybung. South Philly Pizza, Federated Auto Parts, Blick Tool and Die, Consolidated Stitches Embroidery, Allen's Muffler, and Tedesco Racing Graphics, sponsored number 58. Put your hands together for the Red Rocket, Zach Koger. So moving into heat race number 2, starting on the pole, is the number 44, Brant Donley. Starting alongside the 99 is Jason Gruhl. The 64 is Ian Porco. The 21 is Babyface Colton Ritchie. The 54 is the Mineral City Missile. And of course that is Chase Berkey. On the outside, Camaro Hair, Colt Locker in the 118. And rounding out heat race number 2 in the 74 is Bob Passwaters Jr. Getting ready to go green, Donley and Gruhl. Jason Gruhl with a good start. He'll take the race lead off of turn number 2. Donley back to second. Porco battling with Babyface for that third spot. Jason Gruhl out front. Brandon Donley getting some pressure from Ian Porco. Porco looking, a little bit of contact between him and Donley. Everybody stays straight. Ian Porco up to the second spot. Donley back to third. Berkey fourth, Passwaters Jr. in fifth. White flag for Jason Gruhl. Ian Porco's caught him. Can he get around him? Porco looking for the crossover. Oh, a little bit of contact off of turn number 2. Gruhl's going to keep it into 3. And off of turn number 4. Your winner, Jason Gruhl. Ian Porco second. Brandon Donley third. Chase Berkey in fourth. And Bob Passwaters Jr. running out the top 5. Winner. In the Snap-on Tools by Doug Pohl Street Stocks. In the Sunless Rays Tanning Salon, sponsored number 99. From Dover, Ohio, put your hands together for Jason Gruhl. Moving into heat race number 3, the number 99 is Pete Smith from Paris, Ohio. The number 28 is Josh Feaster. The 199 is Kyle Gruhl. The 55 is Kyler Bertram. The 66 is Curtis Collins. And the number 8 is Pork Chop, Brandon Thomas. Getting ready to go, Green, Smith, and Feaster. Smith and Gruhl, a little bit of contact into turn number 1. Bertram going to go up to the second spot. Collins to third. Smith way up the racetrack in the 99. Curtis Collins to the inside of Kyler Bertram to take over that second spot. Curtis Collins looking to the outside. Bertram going to fight back on the bottom. Feaster continues to lead. Bertram backed out of it. Here comes the 66 of Collins. Almost got to the inside of Feaster. Feaster going to hang on just past the halfway mark. 5 laps complete. Collins sideways through 3 and 4. Going to allow Bertram to take back over that second spot. Good racing up front. Feaster hanging on. White flag for Josh Feaster, Kyler Bertram, and Curtis Collins. Final time into 3. Bertram on the high side, going to get in deep. Feaster is there off of turn number 4. Josh Feaster, your winner. Bertram finishes second. Collins in third. Kyle Gruhl fourth. And Porkchop rounding out the top 5. Heat race number 3 winner for Midvale, Ohio in the Canton Auto Salvage. Lee's Famous Recipe, East of Chicago Pizza and Pub, and The Garage. Sponsor number 28. Put your hands together for Josh Feaster. Number 6 is Nolan Caldwell from Sherridsville, Ohio. The number 61 is Chris Burdett from Tusky. Row number 2, the 62 is Caden Scott. Your fastest qualifier, new track record holder, the 62S of Tyler Scott. And out back in the number 17 is Noah Kaufman. Getting ready to go green in the trophy stocks. The 4th spot. Again, this trophy stock division for 3 years or less experience in any division. If you move up at all and run a division higher than this, you cannot race in this division. If you've won a championship, you cannot race in this division. And once you've won the championship in this division, you have to move up. Or if you've been in it for 3 years, that's it. You have to move up. So it's for the inexperienced. It's a beginner class. And Chris Burdett out in front of Tyler Scott and Caden Scott, the brothers battling for second. Well, back to the 5th spot. Tyler Scott to the inside of Burdett for the race lead. White flag for Tyler Scott. Burdett, Caden Scott. Final time through the infield section. Checkered flag for Tyler Scott. Chris Burnett will finish second. Caden Scott third. Noah Kaufman in fourth. And rounding out heat race number 1 is Nolan Caldwell. Third holder on the big small oval. In the 62S from Roswell, Ohio, in the Chronizers Equipment Sales, Lee's Famous Recipe, Last Stop Bait and Tackle, Feaster's Mobile Home Service sponsored machine. Put your hands together for Tyler Scott. Stocks, the number 2 is A.J. Andrews from Alliance, Ohio. He'll start on the pole. Alongside the number 3 is Daphne Stuber from Bowerston, Ohio. Row number 2, the 3L is Justice Lenars. The 37X is Jacob Keller. And out back in the number 12 is Tristan Keller. Eight-lap heat race number 2 for the trophy stocks. Getting ready to go green. Green flags in the air. Andrews out to the lead. Justice Lenars to the inside of Andrews for the lead. Here comes Keller in the 37X, trying to move over into that second spot. The 2 locks up the brakes through the infield section. He'll drop back. Lenars, your race leader. Jacob Keller second. Speeding ticket for the number 3 of Justice Lenars. Justice Lenars with the speeding ticket, 2 laps under his qualifying time. Halfway home, the 37X of Jacob Keller, your race leader. Daphne Stuber runs second. The 12 of Tristan Keller in third. The 2 of A.J. Andrews in fourth. White flag for Jacob Keller. Daphne Stuber, Tristan Keller, all 3 together nose to tail. Final time down the back straightaway. They'll hit the kink. Hit the figure 8 infield section. Off the final corner. Jacob Keller, your winner. Daphne Stuber will finish second. Tristan Keller third. A.J. Andrews in fourth. Heat race number 2 winner, the Canton Addiction Trophy Stocks. Put your hands together for the 37X of Jacob Keller. Stocks getting a good car count in this division as it continues to grow for the youngsters. This beginning class, shouldn't say youngsters, I would say most of them are youngsters, but there's a few mid-20-year-old gentlemen in this division as well. So it's not just for the youngsters, but for beginners. Starting on the pole is the number 4 of Chloe Stuber, Bowerston, Ohio driver. Alongside the 99 is Jordan Richards from Paris, Ohio. Row number 2, the 42 is Damian Andrews, along with the 68 of Corbin Robinson. And out back, the 07 is Evan Worrell. Field will get the one to go signal this time from your starter, Jonathan Smith, on the flag stand. Getting ready to go green, Stuber and Richards. Chloe Stuber has the race lead. Richards going to battle back on the outside. Into the kink on the back straightaway. Here comes Andrews. He'll move up to the second spot. Andrews, Richards battling for that top spot. Here comes on the outside the 68 of Robinson. Andrews will lead lap number 2. Here comes Robinson on the outside. Damian Andrews continuing to hang on to that race lead. Robinson and Richards battle for the second spot. Now here comes Worrell. 4-car battle. Here's the battle for the race lead. Oh, Robinson got in hot. He's going to keep it out of the wall. That outside lane again. Andrews on the bottom. White flag in the air. Evan Wolf now going to move up to the second spot. Robinson back to third. Andrews, your race leader, off of turn number 4. Your winner, Damian Andrews. Evan Worrell will finish second. Corbin Robinson third. Jordan Richards in fourth. And Chloe Stuber in 5th. The 3 winner. From Alliance, Ohio, and the D&N Lawn Care, sponsor number 42. Put your hands together for Damian Andrews. So moving into the Ross Mountain Barbecue Mini Truck Division, starting on the pole, the 68 is Ron Hoopengarner Jr. The 21 is Tia Henry. The 21 is Tia Henry. Starting on the inside of row number 2, the 99 is Bob Johnson. The 000 is Blake Ripley. The 442 is Connor McLean, your fastest qualifier. The 443 is Eddie McLean. And Outback starting scratch, the 57 of Rick Brink. Getting ready to go green, 8-lap heat race for the mini trucks. Is green. Hoopengarner gets swallowed up into turn number 1. Tia Henry going to go way up the racetrack, almost made contact with the outside wall. Blake Ripley going to be your race leader. Ripley, Johnson, McLean, your top three. Ripley continuing to lead out front. Johnson in second. Here comes Eddie McLean. McLean looking to the inside of Bob Johnson for the second spot. He'll take it. Ripley just got this truck together last night. Ripley in his second year of racing in the mini trucks. Halfway home, 4 and 4 to go for Blake Ripley. Here comes Eddie McLean looking to the outside. Eddie McLean sideways, almost spins out in turn number 2. Johnson had to slow down. Ripley now with a good lead. 2 or 3 truck lengths with 3 to go. Getting ready to go. Blake Ripley, Eddie McLean for the race lead. McLean on the outside, Ripley on the bottom. Oh, Ripley sideways. He'll gather it back up, but Eddie McLean going to be the race leader. McLean now almost spins out. He heads towards the wall. Ripley going to take the race lead. Johnson going to take second. Nobody wants to lead in this one. 2 to go for Ripley. White flag for Blake Ripley. Final time into 3. McLean going to try that outside lane. Not going to be enough. Checkered flag, Blake Ripley. Bob Johnson finishes second. Eddie McLean third. Connor McLean fourth. Tia Henry in fifth. From Summerdale, Ohio, in the 000, your heat race winner in the Ross Mountain Barbecue Mini Truck Division. Put your hands together for Blake Ripley. Pole in the Bucky Mowing Compact heat race. Number 1 will be the 36 of Rich Dunlap. Dunlap from New Philadelphia, Ohio will start on the pole. The 79 of Phil Bunton Jr. will start alongside, then the 47 of Don Rufner Jr., and the 64 of Jamie Leslie in row 2. The 53 is Curtis Finlayson, the 52 is Jeremy Salinger, and out back, your track record holder and fastest qualifier, the 007 of DR3. Getting ready to go green, Dunlap and Bunton. Green flag in the air, 8-lap heat race number 1. Still side by side between Dunlap and Bunton for the race lead. 2 by 2 by 2 up front. Phil Bunton going to have the race lead into turn number 1. He'll hang on to it. Dropping Dunlap back to second. Jamie Leslie going to try that outside lane. He'll move up alongside of Dunlap. Dunlap spins in turn number 4 and hangs on to it. Possibly a flat tire. Something happened with the getting ready to go back to green. 6 laps complete. Green's in the air. Bunton Button and Leslie, a little bit of contact going into turn number 1. Phil Button going to come out with the race lead. Leslie in second. Here comes Salinger. Jeremy Salinger in the 52 will battle for that second spot in the high lane. Phil Bunton, Jamie Leslie, Don Rufner Jr., your top 3. Problems for Curtis Finlayson. He's going to pull to the infield. Tough break for the 53. White flag for Phil Bunton. Good battle for second. Leslie slides up the racetrack. Here comes Rufner and Rufner. Father and son looking to make a Leslie sandwich. Checker flag for Phil Bunton. Leslie going to hang on to second by a nose over DR3. Finishing fourth, Don Rufner Jr., and rounding out the field, the 52 of Jeremy Salinger. Heat race number 1 winner in the Bucky Mowing Compacts. From Strasburg, Ohio, and the Crazy Waynes Incorporated, Medley Mowing, Independent Home Remodeling, and Redline Red, sponsored number 79B. Put your hands together for Phil Bunton Jr. Finlayson doing the track cleanup crew a favor, something coming from that 53 machine fluid-wise. He goes through the grass, is to not bring that up on the asphalt, so thank you very much to Curtis for being courteous. Heat race number 2 for the Bucky Mowing Compact. Starting on the pole, the 0 will be Alan Clark. Alongside the 44 is Mike Stuber. The 57 is the Sizzler, Blaze Bacon. The 00 is John Heidi. The 45 is Timmy Kalp. And the 23 is Brenton Irwin. Midvale Speedway that sponsor each and every week. Sponsor the divisions. Sponsor Victory Lane. Couldn't do it without them. Getting ready to go green, 8-lap heat race number 2. Stuber has the advantage. Clark going to battle back, but Stuber's going to have it off turn 2. Mike Stuber with the race lead into turn 3. Clark back to second. Bacon and Heidi still side by side for third. Mike Stuber halfway home. Here comes the Sizzler inside of Clark for that second spot. John Heidi going to duck his nose under there and try to take over third. John Heidi looking to the outside of Alan Clark for third. Clark gets out of it. Stuber still your race leader. The Sizzler in second. White flag for Mike Stuber. Checkered flag for Mike Stuber. The Sizzler in second, Heidi third, Clark fourth, and Kalp fifth. Mowing Compacts pulling to the line. From Bowerston, Ohio, and the My Water Doctor, Keys Cars, Romar Performance Motorsports, Mid-Vid Racing Videos, and Bucky Mowing. Sponsor number 44. Put your hands together for Mike Stuber. So starting on the pole, the number 5 is Justin Courtney, Canton, Ohio driver. Starting alongside of Courtney, the other number 5, that's Tabby Stuber. Bowerston, Ohio driver starts alongside. The 75 is Blake Miley, the 19 is Bryant McCoy. The 78P is Josh Peebles, and the 69 is Drew Romig. Drew finally getting here tonight, so Dan Bucky back to car ownership, letting the grandson start tail end Charlie in the heat race and the feature. Getting ready to go green, Courtney and Stuber. Flag in the air. For the Justin Courtney battling for the race lead, pair of 5s. McCoy now looking to the inside of Courtney. Halfway. Bryant McCoy and Peebles. White Stuber. Final time through turn 3 and 4. Tabby Stuber, your heat race winner. Bryant McCoy second. Josh Peebles third. Drew Romig in fourth. Justin Courtney in fifth. From Bowerston, Ohio, the My Water Doctor, Bucky Mowing Keys Cars, Boulevard Lane, Small Straws, Acres, Romar Performance, and Old School Farms, sponsored number 5. Put your hands together for Tabitha Stuber. '77 is Jan McInturf. How about Jan McInturf? From McInturf Realty, he'll start on the pole. He's taken a few races and a few checkered flags in our celebrity and faster pastor races. Racing for the big time now is Jan McInturf. He'll start on the pole. Jonathan Weber alongside. The 82 is Robert, and the 22 is Braden Maurer. Getting ready to go. Green flag is in the air. Weber going to have the race lead. McInturf back to second. McInturf almost spins out in turn number 1. Maurer going to have second spot. Button up to third. McInturf back to fourth. Jonathan Weber, your race leader. Jonathan Weber, Braden Maurer, and Bunton, your top 3, all nose to tail. McInturf still out there in the 77. Here comes Bunton. Ronald Bunton to the inside of Maurer for second. White flag for Jonathan Weber. Your winner, Jonathan Weber. Ronald Bunton finishes second, Maurer in third, and McInturf in fourth. McInturf Realty and Hartzler's Quality Housing. Starting on the pole, the 99 is Jaden Richards. Alongside the 42 is Damian Andrews. Row number 2, the 07 is Evan Worrell. The 68 is Corbin Robinson. The number 2 is AJ Andrews. The number 3 is Daphne Stuber. Row number 4, the 37X is Jacob Keller. The 6 is Nolan Caldwell. The 3L is Justice Lenars. The 61 is Chris Burdett. The 62 is Caden Scott. Your fastest qualifier, the 62S, is Tyler Scott. The 12 is Tristan Keller. The number 4 is Chloe Stuber. And the 17 is Noah Kaufman. Field to get the one to go signal. Getting ready to go green. 15-lap Canton Addiction Trophy Stock Feature is green. Damian Andrews out to the race lead. Richards in second as they come through the kink into the figure eight. Andrews will lead up number one. Worrell up to second. Evan Worrell on the outside of Damian Andrews for the race lead. Off the final corner, Worrell will lead by a nose. Andrews, Worrell continuing to go back and forth for the race lead up front. 3 complete. Still side by side for the race lead. Damian Andrews now contact between Keller and the 68. Everybody continues on. Caden Scott moving up through the field. The green flag. Evan Worrell still trying to get around that 42 of Andrews. Here comes Caden Scott in the 62. Still side by side between Andrews and Worrell up front. Worrell into the wall on the front straightaway. That's going to open up the door for Caden Scott. Here comes Caden Scott to the outside of Damian Andrews for the race lead. Scott, Andrews, Worrell into the wall again on the front straightaway. The 6 of Nolan Caldwell up into the 3rd spot. Problems for the 3 of Justice Lenars as he pulls off. Andrews continues to lead. Caden Scott in second. Nolan Caldwell third. Evan Worrell fourth. Tyler Scott fifth. 4 laps to go this time. 4 to go. Andrews continuing to hang on out front. Caden Scott second, Caldwell third. Caldwell sideways through the infield section. Green flag is in the air. Caden Scott through the infield portion. White flag in the air. Caden Scott, Nolan Caldwell, Tyler Scott. Caden Scott, Nolan Caldwell getting ready to go back to green. Caden Scott, Nolan Caldwell. Green flag in the air. Caldwell all kinds of out of shape. White flag for Caden Scott. Tyler Scott to the inside of Caldwell. Caldwell sideways again. Final time through the infield section. Off turn number 4. Your winner is going to be Caden Scott. Tyler Scott finishes second, then Nolan Caldwell, Evan Worrell, AJ Andrews, and Tristan Keller. Caden Scott. Well, come here, kid. You had your work cut out for you. You had to go through the field. You did it clean and green. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
So you want to thank on this 62 tonight, man. This thing was fast.
I want to thank TDT Septic, Anywhere Tree Care, the Courthouse Barbershop, Last Stop Tackle, my dad, Garrett and Sons Construction, and just my dad again, and for all the countless hours put on this car.
It's pretty cool to have your brother finish in second, right? He took the track record, but you got the feature win.
Oh, yeah, he needs to lay off my bumper, too.
Oh, there it is. Shots fired to the brother. I like it. So I'll tell you what, was it fun having to come up through traffic? Better than starting up front, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a blast.
Congratulations, buddy. Welcome back into NAC Tuning Victory Lane.
Thank you.
Your winner, Caden Scott.
Inside row number 21, inside row number 1, he is the number 23 from Cleveland, Ohio. In the Taylor painting, number 23, Brian Taylor. Outside of Taylor, in the number 3, he is no stranger to Midvale Speedway. He is your truck champion from last year, making the jump up the CRS Truck Series and the RV Parts Express. Number 3 of Barney Gerber. Inside row number 2, ladies and gentlemen. That is right, you guys are not double taken. That is the Iceman, Tim Ice. He is 65 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 65 years old. Outside of him in row number 2, the number 31, he picked up his first career CRS heat race win last week at Ona Speedway in the XL Motorsports. Masco Racing number 31, it's Matt Wild Wilson. Inside row number 3, he is your defending series champion in the 04. It's Bailey Delfoss. Baker Enterprise, a sponsor on that truck. Outside of him in the number 27, he is last week's feature winner and your current point leader for the CRS Truck Series number 27. It's Brad Copen of Papuga Motorsports number 27. Inside row number 5. In the number 37, 137 Motorsports, a sponsor on that truck, and it is owned by TJ Steinman and is his son Spencer Steinman. So Spencer Steinman in that 37 truck. Outside of Steinman in the SNJ Transmission and Fabrication, Fade Racing, number 33, making his truck debut, it is Jeff Fade Jr. And rounding out the field in the number 2, his first ever appearance in a CRS Truck Series, it is Jason Friedel. So Friedel in the number 2, first ever start here in your CRS Truck Series. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one lap to go around before we go green. Who wants to see the 23 of Brian Taylor pick up the win? How about the 3 of Bernie Gerber? How about the driver inside row number 2, 65, Tim Ice? How about the 31 of Matt Wilson? What about the 04 of Bailey Delfoss? How about the 27 of Brad Copen? Here we go. They'll go into 3. They will come out of turn number 4, and green flag will drop. Here we go. Brian Taylor from Cleveland, Ohio, jumping out to the early lead, but Gerber on the outside. Matt Wilson looking to go to the inside. Got the 2 spot there. Now, got his sight set on the 23 of Brian Taylor. Look at the second fastest qualifier, Brad Copen, who's been pretty good in that truck. In the 27, Wilson looking to go to the inside of Taylor. Wilson to get it to stick down there. Taylor high side. Look at these trucks. They're racing already here. 35 laps to go around the track here at Midvale Speedway. Taylor still on the high side of Wilson. Wilson, no stranger to leading. He led laps at Ona Speedway, but that 27 caught up to him now. Taylor tucks behind him, tries to get it underneath and get back to the spot. So Wilson out front. Brian Taylor 2 spot. Brad Copen in the 3 spot. Jeff Fay Jr. 4 spot. Speedy Spencer Steinman in the 5 spot. So Matt Wilson out front in the Masco number 31. Copen will try to go to the high side of the 23. Watch the battle for that 2 spot as the 23-27 battle down the backstretch. Matt Wilson, nothing but clean air in front of him, but he's got a race going on behind him, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye on that race. So Matt Wilson out there. Look at this. Speedy Spencer Steinman doing it all on the high side, saying, come on, I got this high side all about myself. I want to catch these trucks on the high side as he got Brad Copen there now on the inside of him. Speedy looking to put that 37 in victory lane in the 137 to Motorsports. Matt Wilson still continues to lead. Brian Taylor tucked in that 2 spot. Jeff Fay Jr. there in that number 33. Bailey Delfloss. Tim Rice falls back. Started up front, falling back. Matt Wilson. He will look to pick up his first ever CRS Truck Series win. They are currently second in points in that 31 truck. Brian, 65 to the pits. Speedy Spencer Steinman looking to go to the high side. Watch the battle for that 3 spot between the 37 and the 27. Brad Copen. Two goes to the high side. He is a rookie, ladies and gentlemen, so kudos to him. Matt Wilson still out front, continues to lead. Brian Taylor in that 2 spot. Brad Copen 3 spot. Speedy Spencer Steinman 4. Jeff Fay Jr. still getting laps on that truck. He's got about 8 laps on that truck so far. Looking pretty good in that 5 spot in the number 33. Matt Wilson still continuing to lead, but Brian Taylor not letting him do it easy as Taylor will try to look underneath. Taylor gives up a spot. Now Brad Copen at the high side of Brian Taylor. Watch this. Watch the battle for 2 spot. It's starting to heat up. Speedy Spencer Steinman trying to get in the mix as he's now on the back bumper of the 23. So high side Brad Copen. Copen trying to get to the high side and pass Taylor. Look at the battle. 3 trucks battle for that 2 spot as Matt Wilson trying to hold him back. Now Brad Copen go to the high side. Got the one he needed, but Taylor back underneath. 27 truck has been fast everywhere so far this season. Sandusky, Ona, here fast at Midvale Speedway. Brian Taylor holding his own down there on the bottom. Matt Wilson got the 27 of Brad Copen high side, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this battle. They battled last week at Ona Speedway where Matt Wilson handed over the lead about lap 18. We got lap traffic. Something happening with the 32 or the 23 truck. Now that'll put Speedy Spencer Steinman in the 3 spot. Jeff Fay Jr. 4 spot. Matt Wilson breaks free a little bit for a second here, but look at Speedy Spencer Steinman as he gets back on the quarter panel. Copen looking to the inside as Wilson opens up the door on the bottom. Brad Copen's a knocking, trying to get in down there on the bottom. Knock by Brad Copen. Can he get it to roll? Open up the door once again for Wilson. Wilson a little loose coming off the corner. Speedy Spencer Steinman on the pedal on the high side. Your new leader. Look at that as he motored past the 31 and the 27. So Speedy Spencer Steinman, your new leader here at Midvale Speedway. Speedy Spencer Steinman making it look easy on a high side. Matt Wilson falls back to the 2 spot. Brad Copen there in the 3 spot. Jeff Fay Jr. there in the 4 spot. Brian Taylor. Speedy Spencer Steinman was your fastest qualifier and almost broke track record in qualifying. Speedy, no stranger to victory lane here at Midvale Speedway. Won here last year in the truck, looking to do it here again. 19 laps in. 16 laps to go as Speedy Spencer Steinman now on a Sunday drive. Just opened up the cooler, reached over, grabbed a ham sandwich, took a swig of pop and says, there's nothing you guys can do about it. I'm up front, got the clean air. Brad Copen working on the 31. Brad Copen now we're going to take over the 2 spot as he tries to set his sights on the 37. Brad Copen in the 31 and Matt Wilson battling, but now Copen to the 2 spot. This is about where Copen's truck got good last week out at Ona Speedway. Does Copen got enough to catch the 37 of Speedy Spencer Steinman? So Brad Copen now to the 2 spot. Got the 31 of Matt Wilson there. Brian Taylor in the 23 in the 4 spot. Jeff Fade there in the 33 in the 5 spot. We're on lap 25 coming to the leader here. Lap 25 in the books coming up on Spencer Steinman. So it'll be 10 laps to go next time. 10 laps to go as Speedy Spencer Steinman has set sail on the field, but it looks like Brad Copen gaining on him, but he'll lose it there as he drove it in a little bit too hard trying to reel in the 37. Can he still do it? That Papuga 27 truck has been awfully fast. Looks like the 27 gets through the corners a lot better than the 37, but the 37 got the horsepower down the straightaways. So Speedy Spencer Steinman all by himself up front. Matt Wilson there in the 3 spot. Watch the battle for the 4 spot between the 23 and the 33. Jeff Fade Jr. looking to take over that 4 spot, getting a top 5 spot. Here is first ever CRS Truck Series race. Oh, something that appears to be wrong on the 27 of Brad Copen as he's getting slower and slower. Maybe the tire's just going away. 5 laps yet to go here around Midvale Speedway. Speedy Spencer Steinman, ladies and gentlemen, has set sail and has not looked back since lap 18 of this race as he made it look easy on the high side. He'll come up on the 04 of Bailey Delfoss. So Speedy Spencer Steinman all by himself up front as we will get the white flag there. Speedy Spencer Steinman picking it up. Brad Copen in the 2 spot there in the 27. Matt Wild Wilson in the number 31. Jeff Fade Jr. And we will go trackside and interview the top 3 of this race. So how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Put your hands together for him one more time for the 37 of Speedy Spencer Steinman. Your fast qualifier. Ladies and gentlemen, Speedy Spencer Steinman. Spencer getting the hugs over here from the family. Got his dad here with him. Speedy, first and foremost, you got like DJ back in the day wearing that suit, and you look like him on the outside here at Midvale Speedway. You put this 37 truck in victory lane. You like this track. Talk to you about it. You like driving these trucks here at Midvale. Tell us about how you got up front.
Yeah, this suit's probably got more wins on it than I do races, so it's nice to put another one on it. It's been a while since it's been in victory lane, so it's been a while since I've been in victory lane. I was just on kind of a dry spell there and getting down on myself, and the crew never gave up on me, and I never gave up on them, and my dad has been putting a lot of effort into these setups, and it's been too long, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back here at Midvale. I love racing here. I do love racing these trucks. These things are a blast. I just can't thank my dad, JT, Uncle Randy, Jason, Alexa, Ashley, JT, Sif. He's my spotter. I wouldn't be able to do it without him. Mary Kay, and Andy. But truckaccidents.com, HMS Industries, 137 race cars. This is one of our own trucks, and I just love driving these things. So it feels good to be back, and it feels good to dominate like that. And I got thanks to Brad. I don't know if I would have got the lead that early if he didn't help me out, but.
Well, Speedy, you took the lead on lap 18. There was no looking back after that. You went to the outside and did it, man, and this truck looked real racy. Looked very comfortable out front. Looks like you guys got the setup on this thing and got this track down, because last time I was here on the mic, you did the same thing and won and dominated the race, man. Maybe I'm your lucky charm. Maybe I need to be here every week.
Maybe. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. We've been really working hard on these setups and finding a little bit of speed, but nothing really clicked, and I think we found something now that we can apply to maybe the modifieds and get faster there, too.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Speedy Spencer Steinman, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for him. Now we'll come over here to Brad Copen, who finished second here. He was your winner last week at Ona Speedway, the law firm for truck safety. Brad Copen, let's talk about this, man. So another fast truck, fast, looking good showing here at Midvale Speedway. Brad, I don't know what you guys done, but you guys turned the corner with this 27 truck, and there's no looking back, man. You guys are running pretty good.
Yeah, it's we made a few adjustments and got the thing working right. Now it's just sticking with us. Can't complain.
Any sponsors or anybody you'd like to thank?
Well, you pretty much named them. I gotta look at the side. The law firm for truck safety, Perfection Fabricators. What's the other one on the back? On the back. Accident one? Same thing? All right, same thing. It's two sponsors in two different spots. All right, that's all I got.
All right, there you have it. Brad Copen, your second place finisher. Then we got the wild child over here. He was sick earlier in the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Took some sinus medication, came out here to race with you guys. He's Excel Performance, Custom Welding Solutions, Mow and Grow. He is the wild man, Matt Wilson. How's it going, buddy? Second CRS Truck Series start, 2 top 3s, heat race win last week. You led a couple laps this week. You got comfortable out there in the lead. Tell us about the race, how you feel about this truck.
I like the truck. Just want to thank Dennis for letting me drive it. He puts a lot of hard work into it, and all the guys that helped out today. It was real tight, and we just kept loosening it up. And we still weren't fast enough for those two, but we'll get there.
All you can say is the truck's in one piece, and you can live to learn or go race at Shady Bull in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I might end up taking my street stock down there. There's a big 5,000 to win street stock race. And I don't know. Shady Bull is not a track that us fat guys can do double duty at, so we'll see.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.